Midco Sports Tonight, it might be basketball season, but we'll get you up to speed on the local NFL prospects. Then we'll check in with Jody and Jandy for the latest on the North and South Dakota prep scenes. And finally, today is the day. We'll preview the huge rivalry game in women's hoops tonight, South Dakota State at South Dakota. All of that plus much more. Midco Sports Tonight tips off right now.
Good evening. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm Kelly Stewart, and this is Midco Sports Tonight. Well, the last few weeks or so, we've been talking hoops. Tourney time, tourney time, tourney time. The best time of the year, right? Well, for basketball fans like me, yes. But we are going to take a slight break from basketball for this first segment to get you up to date on another sport that's picking up steam this time of year. And that brings us to the football field, specifically talking about local NFL draft prospects. The draft is just 63 days away, and several athletes have begun training to reach the dream of making the National Football League. Athletes have flocked to trainer Jesse Haynes, the director of Sanford Power, who concentrates on drills such as the 20 and 60-yard shuttle runs, the 3-cone drill, and, of course, the 40-yard dash. Jesse is meticulous when it comes to footwork, angles, and getting his athletes to time out better each day. So here are some sights and sounds of Coach Haynes training Nate Hout, Kellen Solik, and Austin Kunert.
It's rewarding to be able to see progress from week to week, and they have a goal that's not that far away. You know, mid to late March is when their prep time ends and it's actual go time. So you need to see results fast, and an athlete that's motivated is able to accomplish those results. They come in, they're motivated, they get their job done in the weight room. Nutritionally, they're taking care of the things they need to. It's a lot of fun to work with a group that's motivated and able to achieve the results that they want to see.
Definitely a new experience for me. I've never really trained specifically for anything like this, so it definitely was a different feel for things, but we have a great group of guys here being able to work with, so that's nice, being able to push each other and kind of just still be around each other, which kind of helps with kind of feeling like a team still, help just get after a little bit more.
I like to think that what we do is incredibly tedious and it's detail oriented because that's what the athlete expects. When the competition comes, they expect to be perfect, and with enough repetition and muscle memory, an athlete can fall back in their training and they can, accomplish the things they need to on game day.
We just break it down as to the littlest part that we do, and then focus on that for a little bit, and then we go back and do the full drill, and kind of just focus on those little steps that we worked on before. And honestly, throughout the last 4 weeks I've been here, I've already seen a lot of improvements from my times from week one. So. Jesse knows what he's talking about, and it's helping all of us a lot, and it's fun to be a part of.
It's one thing to be able for them to say like what you're doing wrong, and then be able to actually look and to teach you what you're doing wrong, and being able to fix it that much faster is just unbelievable.
The training part of it, like really getting it down to the science of what angle you want it at, where you want to touch at, just to be able to make the drill easier for you and just be most efficient to be able to get the best time you can.
It's just like the football field out on the practice field. We go practice, and then we come back and watch our film from practice. So just watch what we do to get better within footwork or getting out of our breaks and stuff. And it's just nice to be able to break it down right there instead of kind of wondering what you're doing wrong and then come back an hour later and watch the film. Right there, and then you can focus on your next rep. So
I think being drafted is probably a long shot, but there's no doubt that when May comes around, if they're not in an NFL minicamp, they were overlooked, and I think they deserve a shot. They've all had success at the collegiate level, and I think it translates into the professional level. You just have to find the right system, find the right fit for each athlete. But there's no doubt in my mind that they're athletic enough and they can perform at the highest level to earn a shot at whatever they want to accomplish.
Along with Kunert, there are a few more NDSU prospects who hope to be working in the NFL next season, including Nick Deluca. Although he fought through injuries in his senior year, he looked to be a special talent at linebacker. Deluca improved his stock at the Senior Bowl with a great week of practice, and he finished tied for second in tackles for the North squad during the game with 6. His biggest hill to climb might be the NFL Combine, where he'll try to prove that his measurables are good enough to pair with his obvious intangibles. Nick Deluca we just saw, but Trey Dempsey, James Fisher, Jeff Ilias, Austin Kunert, Nate Tangway, and Connor Wentz will all pursue the next level as well. The former Big Sky Defensive Player of the Year, Cole Reyes, got an invite to the East-West Shrine game. Although he didn't get an invitation to the Combine, he is hopeful of getting a look at the NFL. Cole missed much of his senior season due to injury, but is just now getting back into game shape. And the Walter Payton Award finalist set 20 USD records this season and showed himself as a potential NFL prospect. Chris Streveler, he's ranked as the 29th QB available, according to Hero Sports, and Streveler was disappointed not to be selected to an all-star game or invited to the Combine, but he is working out and looking for an opportunity to play at the next level. SDSU wide receiver Jake Winicky will get a chance to go to the NFL Combine. His strength as a fade route runner with size and length make him a potential 4th or 5th round pick. Winicky fared well against FBS competition, and that shows he can compete with any level of defender. His teammate Dallas Goddard grades out as the best prospect from our area this year. His size, speed, and unbelievable hands put him at the top of the tight end list in this year's draft class. Right now, he shows up as a first-round possibility in some mock drafts. He finished last season with 72 receptions for 1,111 yards and 7 touchdowns. The NFL Draft Combine starts Tuesday, February 27th and goes through Monday, March 5th. The NFL Draft starts on April 26th and ends the 28th. We'll keep you up to date on the road to the NFL for our area prospects. When we come back, we're back on the hoop scene. I caught up with South Dakota women's basketball head coach Dawn Plitzewhite to chat about her team's historic season and how they still have some unfinished business. This is Midco Sports Tonight.
Midco Sports Tonight, presented by Avera Orthopedics.